Hi there, Joka here with my projects with the Spellbinders October Small Die Kit. In this kit, you will have a lot of sentiment dies, which are always useful. These are all Christmas themed, and as you can see, they have two layers. As in, you can use them two ways, with shadow or without the shadow. And I am going to use them without shadow, which is my preference. And they also there's also a few flowers included, so you can create a variety of projects with this. I think there's holiday, warm wishes, maybe, enclosed, and Christmas greetings, and joyous, maybe. I did not use that word, so and there's also hugs. So there's a bunch of, and cheer. There's a bunch of sentiments that you can create with it. And honestly, I really like, I like glimmer sentiments and die cut sentiments. I'm not so into stamping, so these are my favorite. And these are the papers that I chose to go with. In my head, I imagined more orange, but then in the end, when I was die cutting, I realized I need more red. So I actually added a bright red as well for an additional layer here. That is actually a metallic cardstock that I will show you sometime in this video. I seem to remember. Spellbinders also has a metallic red cardstock, but it's a bit different from this one because that's almost like a metal sheet, so both sides are metallic, and this one is from, I really have to think, I want to say Nouveau, but it's the company that makes Nouveau. Tonic, yeah, that is it, right? Tonic Studios. And I've been using their metallic cardstock for years, and I really like them. This one has a satin effect to it, so it has a beautiful shine, but not so shiny, if that makes any sense. It's this one here, in case you're interested. And this is the Spellbinders mirror cardstock. And another product that I used here that I didn't manage to use before, it's a really good set to have. It has a bunch of different edges in all kinds of styles, so that's always good to have. And so I decided to add a panel here to my mini slimline card. If you don't know mini slimline card size, it's 3 1/4 by 6 1/4. At least that's what I know, or that's what I use. And I love this size because, especially if you are short on time but still want to make something special, this is an easy size to cover. You will see that I didn't need a whole lot of flowers. I mean, not as many as I normally would, to cover this whole panel. And because I wanted to cover it all with flowers, I had to leave some space for my sentiment, and I just decided to leave that white space at the bottom. And now I'm gluing down all my poinsettias, and I don't know if I mentioned, I think I did not, that the large poinsettia comes from this month's large die kit. So in the small die kit, you only have the small ones, but you could just use that one. I just like the variety in size for my projects. Yeah, and then I'm trying to fill up the empty spaces with little leaves and the small these simple 4 petal flowers. And as you can see, in the end, I did not even use much of the light orange. I mean, orange is not my favorite color, but in my head, you know, it looks nice with blue. So I wanted to use the lighter orange more, but ended up with just those flower centers. So you know, sometimes I plan things and in my head or in my mind's eye they look good, and then as I start die cutting, I realize that's not gonna work for me. So I changed things around, and once I glue everything down, I still feel like, I mean, it's already full. Like I can tell now it's already full, but um I never feel when I'm working on it, I never feel it's full. So I'm still going to add some little things to my empty spots. Um, yeah, I mean, it really is not empty now that I look at it, but you know, I never know when to stop when I'm building some kind of pattern. It usually ends up maybe too full. Anyway, so first I'm going to add my sentiment, trying to figure out how I should place it. You need quite some space because of the little, well, the capital letters, you know. So instead of leaving that space, I decided to kind of overlap them. That looks better to me. And these are the little, now I forget what they are called. They are not gems. I don't know. But just like enamel dots, just shiny and, well, a bit of a different, more dimensional product. And as you can see, I'm adding some to the flower centers and also to my background where I felt like there's a spot open. So it's now fully covered and that card is done. And I'm moving on to my next card, for which I'm also using one of these border die, actually two of them. This simple stitching one that I think is really great. I love faux stitching, so I'm sure I'm going to use that a lot. And the other one, the snowflake one, because I thought, you know, winter cards, perfect. And I kept that all in white, and I'm just going to add the light blue cardstock in the middle, and I'm focusing my design on that section actually. And I'll trim off the excess because I can never get it right. You know, the sizing. And I'm going to create two flower clusters at the bottom and at the top. They are going to be kind of mirroring each other. I mean, they are the same cluster, but I'm not, how should I put this so that I can actually post this video? I'm not being very particular. Like, I'm just going to eyeball this. God, sometimes I just don't remember the easiest words. So I'm just going to eyeball this, but my aim is to kind of mirror the bottom cluster at the top. While I don't usually like symmetry, you know, in some cases it works better. So poinsettia, this is the larger one and the smaller one used at the same time, as you can see. So, but again, you don't need both die sets to create something like this. You can just use the small one and whatever is available in there. There's also leaves in there and some berry. I don't know if these berries or the other type of berries are in this kit. I don't remember. It's been a while since I made these projects. I was just waiting and waiting and waiting to create the voiceover because I've been sick for 2 weeks now, and I have to cough a lot, but unfortunately it's not getting much better. So and today is the last day that I can do this. So yeah, I might have to stop the video a couple of times to cough, and then, but I hope it's not gonna be very distracting. Back to the project. I wanted to use, I still had a lot of these small berries, or maybe they were the flower centers, although I think it's just berries. Or yeah, I don't know. One of the dice has all these little dots, and so I had a few remaining, and I decided to use those instead of the those drops. Yeah, not wasting anything, right? Plus, I don't know, I just felt like I could add something orange there. And then here's the card. They are both simple projects, but I hope I could give you some ideas with this kit. Check out the other video as well if you like. And I will be back on the 5th and the 14th. On the 14th, I hope you check it out. It's going to be a super long video, but some of my recent favorite projects. So I'm really excited about what you think about them. So I hope to see you soon. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.